What was there inside this 4,500 years old pyramid, which is 480 feet high from the ground? Just to see it, the researchers sent a robot with a camera inside the pyramid. The robotic camera stopped at a place because there was a slab of stone in front of it. The researchers believed that there is definitely some secret hidden behind this pyramid, which is buried for the last 4,500 years. They had to know this secret at any cost, so they installed a drill machine in front of the robot which drilled a hole in that slab. Now a camera was sent inside this hole which saw a scene beyond the slab which no one had seen in the last 4,500 years. When the videos once again showed happiness, there are a total of 138 tall 3-foot pyramids in Egypt which have faced dozens of earthquakes and many dangerous storms in the last thousands of years, but it is not possible that even one of them has moved from one place to another. The tallest and the biggest pyramid among these is the Great Pyramid of Giza, and the area of the base of the pyramid is 31 That means, surprisingly, not just 1 or 2 but 9 football field frames can fit inside this frame. As per the calculation, a total of 1 lakh big stones were used on it, out of which many stones weighed 50 tons. But if its total weight is estimated, then the weight of the frame is 60 lakh tons, which is equal to the weight of 12 Burj Khalifa. But what was the purpose of building such tall and luxurious frames? Thousands of years ago, when humans did not even have any tools, then how were the walls of these frames leveled inch by inch? How were 50-ton heavy frames cut in square shape and transported to 480 feet height without any work? And which engineers were involved in making them? Who made these pyramids earthquake-proof and set all their sides at an angle of exactly 51.5 degrees? You will be able to know all this in today's video. So let's start with challenge number 1. For many centuries, various research teams were sitting together to know the construction technique of this pyramid. How each side of this pyramid was set exactly on north, south, east and west without a compass. Many experts believe that the architects of that time must have first searched for such a land that could bear the weight of stones weighing millions of tons. After that, with the help of the ball stars, those stars with the help of which the poles of the earth are found, every side of the pyramid was leveled. Neither a compass nor any optical instrument was used with just this basic technique. The question was set in this festival thousands of years ago, and that too with lions. Challenge number 2. The next challenge was to level the land. If the level of the 13-acre land on which this pyramid was to be built was even a little out, then it would not have been possible for this mountain of 23 lakh stones to stand. Now to level this land, the engineers of that time neither had a laser leveler nor a force. One expert believes that water would have been poured on all 4 sides of the construction site, and then the water level of one side would have been matched with the water level of the other side. That part of the land would not be matching the water level. It must have been leveled by cutting it with the help of chisels and hammers. Many experts believe that instant education also used this simple tool, which has wood on both sides and a stone tied with a rope at its center. If the stone touches it and its slope comes exactly on the center line, then it means that the land of 20 feet is perfectly level. Challenge number 3. Now the directions were set on the paramedical traction side, marking was also done, and the level of the land was also set. Now it was the turn to start construction, for which big stones weighing lakhs of tons were requested, but they neither had grinders nor knives to cut these stones. But still they cut stones weighing 50 tons and also gave them square or rectangle 6, but after all, with whose help? Yes, this is the only plant with the help of which the stones were cut. Experts believe that the sugar used for the construction of pyramids was not made of copper alone, because they also knew that copper is soft and cannot cut stones, so a chemical and silica was also included in it. This sugar made of copper and silica was hammered on the stones with wooden hammers, and after many hours of hard work, big stones were brought into shape. Challenge number 4. Now this special type of stone, which is called limestone today, was being cut in the city of Dora, which is 250 kilometers away from pyramid construction site. Now the issue was to transport this stone. Each stone weighed 50 tons, i.e. 50,000 kilograms, which is approximately equal to the weight of 3 passenger buses, and many lots of such stones were to be transported. To transport such a huge weight, neither any animal could be used in that era, nor did they have trees. So, even if today's Jagdish has to do this work, then the transport company would get a good profit by doing this work. Surprisingly, and it was done with the help of boats. Yes, the river between Tora and Giza was used and the stones were loaded in big boats and transported to the site. Experts believe that this work was not so easy. An army of at least 500 workers would have been engaged at the same time for loading and unloading such huge stones in the ships. Challenge number 5. The team of experts who were researching the construction of the pyramid had now got answers to many of their questions, but one thing was bothering them all the time: that the limestone was cut, transported, and during the construction, one started falling on top of the other. The issue was how the stones were transported to such a height. Many experts believe that this was planned before the construction of the pyramid. Either they would have gone up through a spiral track or in a zigzag manner, but it is certain that the stones weighing 50,000 kilograms would have been pulled up with the help of an army of laborers. Challenge number 6. It was not just about cutting limestone with chisels and hammers by millions of laborers and transporting such big stones. Inside this pyramid, compartments, a way to go inside them, and many small tunnels were also made. Everything else is fine, but one thing surprised the experts, and that was that the stone used in the inner compartment was not limestone but granite. Yes, granite is such a stone that after diamond, granite is considered to be the hardest stone in the world. Even in Google's Motorola era, granite cannot be cut without the help of large grinders. Many archaeological experts from all over the world were also made to visit the site, but no one could find any clue as to how the Egyptians cut a solid stone like granite so cleanly 4,500 years ago. Finally, after many years, the experts solved this mystery as well. The new stone was cut so cleanly by a saw which had no teeth. Yes, without teeth, it was run on granite by putting weight on both sides and gravel was put in the middle. Experts believe that it took 4 months to cut such a big stone in this way. What was the purpose of making the remedy? How many workers worked at the same time to make these stones? When the robotic camera captured the flood of stones inside the vat, what was that scene that was seen inside it? No one had seen all this in the last 4,500 years. You will be able to know all this and more in the part 2 of this video. Thank you very much for your loving comments and likes. See you in the next wonderful chapter of the video.